Welcome to episode 49 of the Sweet Natured Cruisecast. Hi, I'm Linz, as always I'm joined by Mikey.
Hello.
Hello, and today we're talking springtime for Fjord cruising, but first, a little mood music.
Into the fjord, where the silence is loud, high above the sea, head inside the cloud. Spring has arrived and the waterfalls fall, answering the ocean's call.
Well, with the shake of the head, I'm going to assume you're not impressed with this week's mood music.
It felt a bit like Eurovision, but not in a good way.
Well, I think when you hear the full version at the end, because you tasked me, the challenge was to do kind of Enya-esque, and the problem is when I've only got like a 15-second clip, you don't really see it.
I'm not feeling it.
I think this could be one that at the end you come back on and say, actually, yeah.
No, I'm not sure I am.
Well, we shall see later on then.
Okay.
Shall we get on to what this episode's about?
Springtime for Fjord cruising.
That sounds like it should be in a Mel Brooks film. Is that in the sequel to The Producers?
Oh, maybe. Why do you always have to make it so weird?
How you made it as springtime for Fjord cruises. But yes, that is what we're going to talk about. But we've also got a couple of news stories and a cruise confession.
Ooh.
So, do you want to kick us off with the topic of the show?
Springtime for Fjord cruising. We're talking about going on a cruise in the springtime to the fjords.
Just in case you didn't figure that out.
But which is the best? We're going to talk about which we feel is the best cruise ship for doing such an activity.
Yeah.
Price,
value for money for a night.
Yeah,
and also then sort of the pros and cons of
that particular ship.
Those particular ones.
Okay.
You got the costings for a range of ships in April and May.
Yes.
Different cruise lines. We've looked specifically at that time of year because it's when the fjord season kicks off anyway.
Yep, so it's cheaper.
It's generally cheaper. The weather's okay. It's not. I mean, you go there middle of summer, and we went there in August, and you have some days that are really warm and some that are not.
Yeah, you're not getting a warm day.
You're not going there for Caribbean sun.
No.
But the weather has started to turn. The ice is melting. You get the big waterfalls.
Yeah, this sounds lovely.
So it's perfect from that.
Yes.
But as you said, it's less busy because you're outside the main school holidays. There is a half term in between there.
What those Easter?
And depending where Easter falls,
April.
But it can sometimes be March.
But this year it's in April.
It is for 2026 at the time of recording.
No.
Well, should we talk about some of the ones that you pulled up and sort of the pros and cons to each one of them?
Yes.
And then sort of get into a little bit more on the fjords as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the first ones you pulled up, because they have quite a lot of ships sailing there, were for P&O.
Yes.
So they have like Iona, Britannia, Aurora, even what I don't think Avia's doing.
No, Avia's doing an Easter holidays one, I think, to the fjords, which is, I think, might be, it's quite unusual for her to do that.
It's not one that it does often, certainly not nowadays.
No, not I've known of before, because I looked at it, but it was a school holiday.
But certainly from a cruise line, I would say coming out of Southampton,
yes,
they've probably got the most cruise ship options.
I would say so.
I don't think anyone's got more than...
No.
Because they've got at least 4, maybe 5 different ships.
That's a lot of ships.
Which also gives you a lot of choice.
Yeah, and some are 7 nights, and sometimes they go a little bit longer, but the majority are 7 nights.
And I was about to say, and you've got some that are adult only, but that would depend when you go on Aurora, wouldn't it?
I don't think
they're not adult only all the time.
No, they're not all the time, so you need to double check that.
So you definitely want to...
And it's a smaller ship as well.
But I think the advantage of P&O for these ones, because you've got 4 very different ships there with... Well, I'd say Iona and Avia are virtually the same ship, but you've got 3 very different ships then, where you really sort of can fine-tune that cruise to the sort that you want, the smaller, older ships,
the bigger
ones that are more child-friendly, more things like climbing walls and stuff like that type of stuff on them.
Okay.
More kiddie friendly.
Okay.
But also they tend to be reasonably priced.
Now, this is reasonably for the amount of facilities that you gain, I guess.
And also bearing in mind, it's still going to the fjords, so it's not the cheapest of destinations.
No, not at all.
But I worked it out on a per night basis after you gave me them. So this is per person per night.
Okay.
Based on most of these are 7 nights. If as we get to any of the ones that are longer, I'll tell you
Okay.
if it's longer. But as an average,
Yeah.
across Iona, Avia, Aurora, and Britannia,
Mm-hmm.
you were paying between 707 and
A night?
no, altogether per person for the cruise, to 804, which works out on a per night basis at around about £100 a night.
Okay, which doesn't seem too bad.
Per person. So
Yeah.
there's got to be 2 of you, so that's £200 for a cabin. And that'll be the cheaper cabins.
You mean inside?
Inside on those particular ones. On some of them that we've costed, they only had balconies available, so we've costed those ones.
Yeah.
But do you feel that £100 per person per night is not a bad price for going on something like sort of Iona up to the fjords? Because ultimately you're going there for destination, not the ship as much.
I disagree, because the reason there's one ship on here is because I know it'd be great for fjords, but it's not a P&O one, and we're not talking about it right now. But I'm thinking inside space, I'm talking bar to have a drink, to watch yourself cruise in and out of, those types of facilities. They are what are important to me.
Yeah.
And
do you not have them on P&O?
No, you do on Avia and you do on Iona in respect of the central atrium, and you will get your fjords views in.
Yeah, you will.
But it's
because if you think of like the glass house area on Iona and Avia.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
That massive glass wall.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic for having a nice glass of wine as you're cruising down fjords.
Or just like a flight of them.
They've got the really nice bars at the back. I forget what that area at the back's called, where it's got the big hot tubs as well.
Yeah.
I want to call it the Sunset Bar, but it's probably not.
No, it's not. I can't remember. But either way, these, for and also they're very good with indoor spaces, with it being, because you've got the dome and etc. If it's wet and wild outside, like it is today.
Do you want to know why I think that the great ships for doing it on?
Why?
And we've not done P&L to the fjords.
No.
But why I think that they're good. Iona and Avia in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Those promenade side.
Oh, on deck 8.
Hot tubs.
Yeah, they'd be lovely.
Now, granted, they switch off every minute and do your head in.
And they're not.
We want them.
Yeah, and they'll need warming up a bit if they're going to the fjords in that time of year.
What a great.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
And there's loads of them.
There is a lot of them. No, that would be lovely. You're quite right.
So I think they're good ones. Give you another couple of alternatives here.
Okay.
And I'll give you both these ones so we can talk about them together. Fred Olsen have got both Balmoral and Belletta.
Going out.
So one going out of Newcastle, one going out of Liverpool. They both work out around £200 per person per night.
Can we not do this? Can we not do the per night?
Yeah.
Because I don't work it out that way. I work out how much it's going to cost me. I don't think, it's going to be this per night. I need to know the price.
Yeah, I can do that because I just multiply it up.
Yeah, well.
So the Newcastle one was 5 nights. So that was just over £1,000.
Now that seems pricey now
per person.
For Fred Olsen. £2,000
for
5 nights.
Yeah.
Out of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Newcastle's not far for us, but that seems really. Now you can see that sounds pricey now, doesn't it?
As a comparable,
and
then we can come back and talk about Fred and pros and cons to that, because I think this ship's relevant to it as well, because they're smaller ships.
Yeah.
Ambassador.
Yeah.
I've got Ambience, which is just having a bit of a refit at the moment.
Yes.
So it's all going to look nice and fresh. That's doing 7 nights out of Tilbury. And that's £685 per person, which is under £100 per night.
Oh, you're doing it per night again, but I'm just thinking,
But under £700
Under £700
for similar sized ships.
for 2 extra nights compared to...
Well, the Fred one that was going out of Liverpool on Belletta, that was 7 nights.
I thought, oh, okay.
The Newcastle
And how much was that for the 7 nights?
Just under 1,500 per person.
Wow.
So you up £1,000 for the 2.
Do you think you'd... So £3,000 for 2. Do we think if we did that ship, we, compared to Ambassador, have 1,460,
£1,800 more
of a better time?
I honestly don't, but we've not been on Fred.
I know we've not been on Fred.
It's unfair for us to say for definite, but the reason that I put those 3 together was because you're comparing similar sized ships of a similar age.
Yeah, I mean, people say, oh, well, Fred's this and it's got jazzy carpets, but
It's got you think that's the thing that they'll say? I'm not sure I'd pay extra money for jazzy carpets.
No, but I mean, furnishings and things, they'll say it's probably more premium, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But that seems, for something in April or May, which is not necessarily your big headline summer holiday.
Yeah.
It's something that you're probably going to get away again later on in the year. That seems a bit pricey for like a cheeky week away to the fjords.
It does. I mean,
£3,000.
That's the destination I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not as bothered about the ship. For me, when I'm looking at those 3 ships there, I'm not then comparing them to something like Celebrity Apex.
No.
Ships-wise, they're a similar size. I know they're very different companies. I know you get different pros and cons to each one.
And the food and everything.
But the actual ship are similar.
I don't know if...
I'm not sure that I would want to pay an extra £1,800.
£1,800?
Going to the same locations, because those ones did virtually go to exactly the same stops.
Well, you kind of, but you're going to the same time of year, so your weather's going to be pretty similar.
The only plus for us for Fred is it's going out at north of England.
That is good. They can have a point for that.
Yeah, Newcastle and Liverpool for those 2.
That is very good. Yeah, points. But that seems a lot for...
Although I would like to point out Liverpool's at the opposite side of the country to go to the fjords, so you've got to go all the way around to get there.
Oh, but it just seems so expensive. Am I being weird about it? Because that's an inside room as well.
No, I mean, that's why we're talking about this, because the fjords has become one of the most popular places to go out of the UK at that time of year.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. We love it. We'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
But because of that, there's also a lot of competition now. You've got lots of different choices. Some places you've only got like 1 or 2 different cruise ships cover it.
Yeah.
This one, you've got over a dozen different ships going there over this period. We're not covering all of them.
No.
We're covering a range of them.
No.
But yeah. Let me give you an alternative one.
Okay.
Because this is relevant because we've just been on her. Queen Anne.
Yeah.
On it. 11 nights.
Ooh.
So longer journey is £1,369
per person,
which is about £100 cheaper than Fred's 7-night one. Now you're then on a very modern ship.
Yeah.
Only been out 18 months.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that the Cunard brand is any less
prestigious. If you ask it, someone overseas or which would you love to do? They're probably going to say Cunard. Yeah,
it's got sort of
the legacy with
legacy around it, hasn't it?
But wow!
Now I were quite impressed at that price.
That seems
I'm
really
not here
good.
selling Cunard.
No, we're not. We're just talking about
11 nights to go on a brand new ship to a destination that for a lot of people is a bucket list destination.
Yeah, for 11 nights.
That's cheap. If you look how much, and I didn't check any of this at all, but if Queen Anne was doing 11 nights to Alaska, I guarantee it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about Fred. Why? Because if we said, right, we must do Fred, everyone keeps telling us we must do Fred.
And if we'd been on it, maybe we would have a slightly different tune, because we might go, well, actually, you got this, and this. Whereas Ambassador, we've been on it and we said, we give it a
Yeah,
really good
I
review.
won't-
The bits that we accepted were for what you're paying for it,
Yeah.
but we've thought value for money wise, it's fantastic.
How, you
we
know-
might feel that if we went on Fred.
Maybe it's just me, but I think I'd rather pay more to go on ambassador in a higher grade suite or cabin than I would to be entry level Fred, which
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, I completely get that. Just come back to Queen Anne, though.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. Would you say that's, I mean, so we've just been on it. One of your complaints that when we're on it for this time of year was that the ship was cold.
It was cold.
Would that be a ship that you would want to do the fjords on?
Oh, it's made me cold just thinking about it. But maybe they'd warm it. I wouldn't say they won't. We were minus whatever.
We're in January. It won't warm.
No.
But it does have stunning decks. The promenade will be amazing for...
How warm is Fred? Tell us, how warm is Fred?
I've never heard anyone say Fred's cold.
How warm is Fred? Are the pools warm? Are the hot tubs hot? Maybe that's what you're paying for.
Extra heat. And you'd pay extra for that.
Hot water? Yeah, of course I would.
Let's flick it to a different type altogether.
Okay.
You have been sort of critical in the past of suggesting you were delivering the post for this
You
particular
do
range.
deliver the post.
But HX or Hurtigruten.
They've gone all M&S, haven't they?
Yeah. But they get into some port destinations that those ships can't get into.
Because they're delivering the post.
And on some days you have 2 or 3 stops.
For the post.
You got to get it delivered on time. They've paid for that next day delivery.
Okay.
You are getting a very different experience on this, I will accept, compared to any of the other ones that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to just compare the price exactly the same, because it is a very different experience.
Oh, no, this sounds pricey.
It is pricey, because we've costed them before. But this is just under £3,500 per person for 11 nights. So it's not cheap.
Is that for an inside room as well?
That is for an inside... No. Yes, I think it was.
Oh, my goodness. So
nearly... If I'm wrong, I'll put details in the...
Nearly £7,000 to deliver somebody else's post in the cold.
But in a luxury way.
Is it luxury,
yeah,
though?
it is. It is. It is considered a higher tier. And you are going to places that the other ships can't go to deliver the post.
Okay.
I think if you want a very authentic
Fjords
cruise,
yeah,
then an expedition ship like Hurtigruten,
tell me
is going to be
how warm is it? That's what I want. How warm are the hot tubs?
We saw a video with Simon, forget his surname, lad from Wrexham, and he went on it, and he was sitting out in the hot tub in the snow.
Oh yeah,
and they'd been out in it for an hour.
Yeah,
so we read up.
Yeah,
so that's a good. The hot tub on that particular one was very hot.
Yeah.
So that's where your money goes, paying for the hot tub. Okay, just a couple more ones just to whiz through very quickly.
Okay.
Holland America, they've got Rotterdam, but you have to go to Rotterdam
to get on the Rotterdam. Okay.
But from a price point of view, that one's not massively cheaper than Hurtigruten. That's coming at 2,500 for 7 nights.
Per person?
Per person.
5,000.
The Hurtigruten one was 3,500 for 11 nights. So on a per night basis, they're not that different.
Oh, you love your per night basis.
Virtuosa, which if you're talking about value for money and getting to the fjords cheap, because once you get there, it's not cheap.
No, to sort of scratch your fjords itch.
Yeah. Virtuosa, 7 nights in the entry levels, £598.
Yacht club. Do your yacht club.
Yacht club, 2,762 in a yacht club balcony.
That's still cheaper than Hurtigruten.
There's no inside ones for me to compare it.
Still cheaper than Hurtigruten and a similar price to...
No, it's not cheaper than Hurtigruten because that's for 7 nights compared to 11.
But you get all your drinks.
You do get all your drinks.
You get all your drinks.
You get all your drinks and fancy restaurants and a butler. Yeah.
And look, that restaurant cruising in and the hot tub.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing. And how much in par with that was
on the duplex
Ye-
suite.
just
The
no,
duplex suite won't for that price.
no, I mean for just under there's a hot tub you can use as
There
a
is, up on the grill.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that would be beautiful. And again, was that cheaper than Fred or a similar price to Fred?
That was. Let me just
That was-
remind myself.
You just
That was more expensive than Fred.
but that's a balcony.
But that is, you're in a ship within a ship area.
Mhm.
You're not comparing like for
You've
like
got absolute full frontal views of the fjords.
But I think if you want to get to the fjords cheap, MSC is probably your best option.
Yeah, but it might. I wouldn't.
You might not like the inside cabin that you get.
I'm not doing that.
And you might be sat on someone else's lap for dinner.
Yeah, I'm not doing
So
that.
those tables are a little bit close together.
Yeah.
The final one that just to
Okay.
mention on there, because we can't put a list together that does that without having Princess in there.
Oh, I love Princess.
Sky Princess is doing it this year.
Yeah.
And that one comes in at $853.
Plus whatever package you want on
Plus
top.
whatever package, etc.
And that's running inside as well.
So Princess is comparable to P&O.
I would say it's a little bit more elevated.
No, price.
Oh, price-wise, yes.
So, having just gone through all them,
Mm-hmm.
if you were picking one today,
Yeah.
which would you pick and why?
In the realms of reality.
And yeah. So you just fancy the 7 night Fjords in May.
Oh, you see, the dream would be yacht club for me. But if I was going a smaller ship, I'd go Ambassador and get a really nice room in Ambassador rather than an entry-level Fred. Unless you tell me it's absolute toasty and everything's super, like everything's hot and the pool's like a bath, then you might convince me.
Now, apparently the Fred ships are fantastic if the weather's a bit rough.
Okay.
But when you get into Fjords, you don't have that anywhere.
No.
But I would be interested to try Fred. But I think if I were booking it tomorrow, for me, it'd be a toss-up between going on Sky Princess.
Love Sky Princess.
Or Ambassador Ambience.
Yeah. I still like
it'd be between those
I still
two.
love a bit of yacht club, but yeah.
Because with Princess, I get to have my premium package. I like a bit of that.
And Alfredo's.
So that's a big draw. But
now you say that,
for the amount that it would be cheaper.
Bearing in mind, this is a shoulder season, what would be a shoulder season holiday.
Yeah.
And there'd be a big holiday coming up during the year because it's one of those cheeky weeks in the spring.
I think for a cheeky week, for going to Fjords.
Ambassador.
Yeah, that's probably what I'd do.
But in a nicer, not in the inside.
Yeah, get a suite. Because they're not actually that much money. It's not the big jump up like you've got with Yacht Club.
Or anything else, really.
And I have to say the suite that we had on there, we absolutely loved.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, that's which we'd pick out of those particular ones.
I don't know how much use that was, actually, because I think
Well, I think it was useful for us if we decide to go to Fjords. How useful it is for anyone else.
But it does show the price difference.
It shows the massive price difference. It shows that there is pretty much a cruise to the Fjords for anyone.
Yes.
For your budget. Whether you've got Hurtigruten, we didn't talk about Viking, we didn't talk about any of the other ultra fancy ones. I said there are literally dozens of different ships going up to the Fjords in main season, not as many in April.
Yeah.
When you get up into sort of late May, early June, it opens up even more. So I think it's a more affordable destination than people think. Granted, if you go there and you go on a load of excursions like we do, you'll change your mind rapidly about that statement.
Oh, the food. Get back on the ship for your food.
Don't go buy the sushi in Bergen.
No.
That was very expensive.
Yeah.
Any sort of final thoughts that you've got on cruising in the fjords in spring? Any tips? Anything you want to talk about? Or?
I think it's a lovely cruise. I think, like you say, it's a bucket list one, and it's a bucket list one that I'd be quite happy to do again. Unlike Alaska, which just costs thousands, it's something that that's achievable.
Yeah,
for a cheeky week.
I think if you're at this side of the pond, like we are, Alaska is probably a bucket list one that you might do twice if you're lucky.
It's a big holiday.
Fjords at that sort of pricing, you could do each year.
Yeah.
You know, starting at under £600. That's cheaper than going to Centre Parks for 4 nights.
Yeah.
It genuinely is, because I costed that up the other day.
Centre Parks is pretty pricey, but yeah.
It is, but I know which I'd rather go to.
Yeah.
Centre Parks.
Mhm.
No, absolutely not. Would you like a cruise confession?
Yes, please.
Okay. So this one is called Sunrise Surprise.
Oh, no.
Dear Linzi Mark,
Hello.
I have a confession that still makes me equally laugh and cringe when I think about it.
Oh, no.
We were on a Caribbean cruise and it was formal night. We'd had a brilliant night, dinner, dancing, and closing down the nightclub.
Lovely.
We got back to our balcony cabin about 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm. 2? Nice.
Yeah. We'd made the most of the drinks package and were a bit tipsy and jolly.
Yeah.
We decided it would be incredibly romantic to leave the curtains and sliding door fully open so we could wake up to the sight and sound of the ocean. Do you like it?
I do like that. I do like that.
The night was lovely and warm, and one thing led to another. We enjoyed each other's company for a while before we passed out. Au naturel.
Oh my!
On top of the covers.
These always take a saucy turn. These confessions.
Au naturel. On top of the covers, sprawled out like a starfish.
Uh-oh.
I woke up a few hours later to a torturously sunny morning.
Yeah.
And a loud mechanical noise. I groggily sat up, completely naked, stretched my arms out, expecting to see the beautiful open sea.
And?
Instead, I found myself making direct eye contact with a man in a high-vis vest and a hard hat. We weren't at sea. We docked in San Martin at 6 a.m.
Oh.
And our balcony was directly facing the pier where a maintenance cherry picker was lifting a crew member up to do something.
Oh, they've seen it all. They've seen it all, haven't they?
The man didn't even attempt to look away. He just smiled, gave me a thumbs up, and continued doing what he was doing.
Thumbs up?
I army crawled across the floor to close the curtains, and we sat in the dark for the next few hours. Oh,
friction burns.
She didn't take... There's no detail on friction burns. Sat in the dark for the next few hours in fits of laughter and mortification. Do you think I should have asked for a tip for the show? Please forgive my unintended exhibitionism.
Oh, absolutely forgiven. Absolutely forgiven. I think knowing a lineup, I think he wouldn't recognise your face. So I think you're all right there. Even if there was some eye contact, he might remember what colour eyes you've got, which is nice.
I'm sure that's what he will have remembered.
Right. Sparkling eyes.
The thing is... You do lose track of what day it is when you're on a cruise. And if you're out at sea, you don't necessarily think, oh, I'm coming into port the next morning.
No.
And we've done it where we've had the curtains ajar.
Oh, yeah.
And then realise we're in...
Well, that's all
the dock.
To let the light in. Oh, I've gone all Harry Styles aperture there. It's, so you know what time it is and you wake up naturally.
Yeah. Very natural in that particular one. Would you like some news stories?
Yes, please, but please make them quick.
Well, I'll make them as quick as the 3 news stories go.
Thank you.
The
reason I say that is the heating's on and I can't turn it off and it's drying me out. I'm too warm now.
And the radiator's right behind
me. Yeah, so I am very warm.
We made a rookie mistake.
Oh, terrible.
Cruise story number 1.
Okay.
NCL have made changes to their air flight policy if you book through them.
Okay.
Norwegian Cruise Lines has just updated its air policy effective immediately.
Ooh.
So bear in mind, in the US over the last few months has been quite a few delays with various stuff.
Oh, with weather and things.
We've got the big winter storm that's just hit at the time that we're recording it. So they now require all airfare bookings through the NCL Air Programme to schedule guests to arrive at least 1 day before departure.
Oh. Well, I thought that was a thing anyway, but okay.
Regardless of the home port or the sailing date.
Okay.
So even if it's like middle of summer, got to get in there a day before. That policy takes effect from the 26th of January.
When's that? Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. And that seems completely sensible. We've talked about before about flying out the same day and the risk attached to that.
We always get a little bit anxious whenever we've done it, which is very rare. I mean, the ship normally has to go out the day after for us to do that.
Where there seems to have been sort of people a little bit more upset is where they're flying relatively short haul in the US.
Yeah.
Where it's like just a couple of hour flight. Because we have it in sort of the UK where, for instance, TUI will fly you out the same day.
Yeah.
So if you flying out there
P&O, I think, do it as well.
you're responsible under this new policy to book your hotel and pay for it. So,
you're not doing. If you're booking it though, normally they'll put a bundle
no,
together
they do
for
a
you.
separate one with the hotel policy and a package policy with transfers and stuff. But
You do it
can just
all.
book the flight.
Do it all.
But it applies to all existing reservations, not new ones as well. So if you were flying out in like a month's time
Mm-hmm.
and you thought you were flying out on the Saturday,
Yeah.
you're now going to be flying out on at least the Friday.
Oh, which an extra day at work, extra cost, everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you have booked with NCL,
Mm-hmm.
you should have received an email anyway.
Yeah.
But it is worth double checking and making sure that you've got that code. But we'd always recommend
Yeah.
traveling day before anyway. So I don't think it's a terrible one.
Mm-hmm.
Cruise story number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't seem to have had a bunch of cruise news stories without talking about a major cruise expansion port, which would also make it sound like cruising is getting quite popular.
Yes.
And the latest one to announce it,
Mm-hmm.
they've been looking at this for the last couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
is Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
So the Port of Los Angeles is plans to make a much bigger, smarter, more sustainable
Okay.
cruise ones with 2 big new docks for the big
Nice.
ships to come into there,
Yeah.
because the existing one's an older one
Okay.
over there. With more growth on the horizon and as it's been going through, the port's apparently expecting to feature in the, at the time of recording, upcoming
Mm-hmm.
2028 Summer Olympics.
Wow.
I didn't appreciate that they had the Olympics and the World Cup over that side
Oh,
of the thing in the same
nice.
rolling period.
Yeah.
So it's hoping to start improving the infrastructure and expand it before that starts.
Yep.
And the plans are underway to change the port's new outer harbour into this new state-of-the-art cruise
Okay.
centre. I've seen the pictures. Looks stunning.
Okay.
As is always the case when these announcements come out, no time's been set for the terminal's completion.
No.
However, we do know what it's going to be called. And it's going to be called Harbour Cruise Terminal and Park.
I like it. It's very simple.
It does what it says when it finally opens. Final cruise news story.
Mm-hmm.
Amsterdam has put a proposal out now to fully ban cruise ships.
Oh.
So they'd already agreed to half the number of ocean cruise ships arriving from this year, from 2026. That's already gone through.
Yeah.
And there've been various protests.
I understand.
I
I was there. I remember.
But the new proposal goes far further.
Okay.
So the original one was designed to reduce tourism
I understand.
in the city and improve air quality, because apparently over-tourism is a major issue for Amsterdam.
Also, having your heating on when you're doing your podcast, that's
also not good for air quality.
No.
And what they'd planned on doing as part of this previous one was they were going to move the cruise terminal a little bit further away.
Okay. But
so not like 300 mile away, but a little bit further away, so it won't bang in the centre.
Yeah.
But the new coalition government in the Netherlands has said they want to go further and just ban all ocean cruises.
That's up to them.
What's interesting is that under this new proposal, they're also planning on reducing by half the number of river cruise ships as well.
Wow, okay.
So reducing that down to a maximum of 1,150 river cruise ships.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Which they weren't in the discussion previously. Now, it's only in the proposal. Don't mean it will happen.
No, sometimes put things in to take things out.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see when they want to do it. But they're on about that all cruise ships will be banned going into Amsterdam by 2035.
Wow.
Which isn't that long away.
No, it's not.
8 years and 9 years and no more sailing into Amsterdam. So if you want to sail into Amsterdam, now's the time to do it. But that brings us to the end of this cruise cast.
Well, cheers, darling.
Cheers, Linz. And I will play us out.
Oh, I was going to say thank you for listening, and I'll let you play us out
with the full version.
Oh, no.
And then you can see if you like this one. You're not holding your breath for this. I think it's good.
The winter breaks, the ice is thinning out. A whisper turns into a water shout. Southampton fades into to find the majestic view. Into the fjord, where the silence is loud, high above the sea, head inside the cloud. Spring has arrived and the waterfalls fall, answering the ocean's call. Northward, northward, drifting on. Sail away until the dawn. From the gray North Sea to the canyon deep, where the stone and the water are waking from sleep. Past the apple bloom on the water's edge, to the eagle watching from the granite ledge. From the seven sisters to the suitor's call, watch the white water crash, watch the waterfall. Through the morning mist, through the sapphire blue, there is only the horizon, just me and you. Can you hear the water? Can you see the snow? From the Flam Railway to the depths below, let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Into the fjord, where the silence is loud, high above the sea, head inside the cloud. Spring has arrived and the waterfalls fall, answering the ocean's call. What deep water, drifting on, green water, sweet lake. Sail away until the dawn.